Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Ed and Kim from Mitchell&Mitchell
Sip
Sip
and
and Spill.
spill.
We are going to be bringing you live and direct, dope ass content, dope ass information, talking
Yeah.
about sex, love,
And comedy and laughter.
relationships, all within comedy and laughter, and some good lecturing things and stuff. We're going to talk
We
about some
gonna
shit.
drop some gems.
We're gonna drop some gems. Kim got some what you call Kimmy gems. So listen, follow us, listen to us, tune in week after week. It might be day after day. Hell, we don't know. But get down, play with us, have fun, and
Yes.
sip with us. Bring your drink. Let's have
Roll
a
up
great
and pull up.
roll up, pull up, smoke up, drink up.
We'll see you there.
We'll see you.
Oh yeah, what's up, Kimmy Kim?
What's up? I don't know what you drank it, RJ, but you know your girl is sipping. I had one hell of a day.
You know what, Kimmy? I'm slacking. I'm straight on H2O right now. I'm straight slacking right now. But you're gonna have to hold it down on the drinking for both of us tonight. But I got you next time.
Hey, look, this is a Mitchell and Mitchell sip and spill. One of the Mitchells is not even sipping, but I got you, sip. I'm
No, I'm a
sipping
spill.
and I'm a spill. For, you know what I'm saying? For my boy, you know what I'm saying? We got to do what we got to do. What's up, y'all? What's up, Mitchell and Mitchell sip and spill fans? What's going on? Listen, I know it's been a minute. But you know what? What's the better time for me to come back and holler at y'all and talk to y'all in Black History Month? You know, we ain't got number 28 days. So we might as well go ahead, and drop it every time. You know what I mean? So your girl is back in the building. As always, as promised, I'm always telling y'all over and over and over again that I'm here for this platform. This platform, the Mitchell and Mitchell Sip and Spill. This is where we come, and yes, Lord, we sip and we spill. And I can tell you right now, this ain't no damn tea. We be sipping. Okay? This is absolutely a drink, and sometimes you just need just that. Listen, for those that on a healthy kick, and you got you some water, as my boy RJ said, enjoy yourself. For you, I shall sip. So today we talking about consuming and red flags and denial. I say, damn, Kimmy, where you going with this? So let me tell you, we want to get right to it because you ever know, like when you always hear RJ about consuming things, the consumers
Yeah.
and those are the people you want to talk to, and then a lot of things that somebody else. Have you ever had somebody else problem and you good, like you had a good ass day, you just chilling? Then all of a sudden, somebody call you and look like RJ. I want to tell you about. I'm going through some. Hit me, your boy, whatever, and or whoever. They just talking to you, and then next thing you know, you find you was in a good mood, like you was, you was good, like you was straight. You know what I mean? But all of a sudden, you consume their problem, like, and to the point to where you start expressing it, and you mad, your voice raised, and you know what I'm saying, and you all into it, and then you stop, and you like, damn, I wasn't even mad a few minutes ago. You know what I mean? Then y'all back in exchange, and you like, that is crazy how somebody energy can be passed to you that fast, where
Mhm.
you actually consume their BS. You know what I mean? When really that's their shit. I mean, I'm just gonna keep it 100. It ain't yours. But all of a sudden you consume that. Then y'all going back and forth. And you know what I'm saying? This can happen in relationship. You could be having a good day. You could have got off work. You had a rough day yourself. Then here come Bay, come telling you things about what's going on. You like, yeah, you supportive and stuff like that. But then like, Bay, you hear me? Do you hear me? You like, wait a minute, hold on, with all that. No, wait a minute. I'm processing things I done went through too. I need that chill mode. All I'm saying, people, is that sometimes you need to stop consuming other people's stuff. You got to be able to preserve your space. Now, last week we talked about on our podcast, the Mitchell and Mitchell podcast, we talked about preserving things that we protect. So I want to keep going in that same element when I say you got to preserve your mind space. Like for real, you got to preserve the thoughts because if you knew what your thoughts can really do, if you allow them to just fester, I guarantee you won't let that thought last in your head that long. Some things are meant to come through, pass through and keep it moving, but not to lay up and stay up and be playing all with your emotions. Just like we talking about when, it's that man, or it's that woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop playing with my emotions, Smokey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all know what I'm saying? So with that, you just got to get to that point where you do got to preserve that space, but stop consuming stuff that don't have nothing to do with you. It's a lot of stuff that's going on that, like, if it's your problem, say, listen, babe, I understand it, I respect it, and I'm gonna be supportive as I can. But after that, I'm gonna fall back from that, because that's a whole red flag. That's messing up all this energy I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Our children do us to us. They going through with their little girlfriends, or they going through with their man, and we didn't gave them the good advice. We didn't listen, or we didn't cash them, and then they say doing the same thing, RJ. So we like, wait, hold on, wait a minute. Now you mad? How the hell you get mad over something I helped you with? Or the friend can do it, a sibling can do it. You be like, wait a minute, hold on, wait. Look here. We got to look at the red flags. We got to stop ignoring the things that, if you got to keep telling the person the same thing, they keep doing the same thing. But they can keep doing the same thing. But how about you keep allowing that same thing to keep happening to you, and you keep having the same type of reaction? The louder your voice get, don't take away the issue. You know what I mean?
No.
And the madness, or you not talking for 3, 4, 5, 6 months, that don't change. The issue is still there. So we just got to learn how to be controlling about what we're consuming. And then stop being in denial. You know damn well your friend, your children, whoever it is, they around here being fugazi. On the Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill show, we say fugazi, that's being crazy and ignorant. And they doing that, and they doing it. But yet you kind of, just, you patting them all up. You gaslighting them, because that's what you're doing, because that's what they doing. Because most people, that's absolutely, y'all know Kimmy Kim to be 100% accountability person, but it's things that I got to be accountable for myself as well, right? I can hold RJ accountable. I can hold Sip accountable. But hell, the most important person I got to hold accountable is me. And for me, I don't know about y'all, but everybody say 21, 22. I don't really give a damn what year it is. But I'm definitely going to be preserving and holding myself accountability about what I allow in my space, because that is what keeps us and takes us out. And I don't know about y'all. I want to be around for a little bit longer than what I've been. Okay. So for that, I need to preserve my space. You understand me? That means what's coming in my head. Listen, some things you're going to be talking to me, and it's going to go just like this here. You know what? It was nice. It was nice to see. I'm sorry, huh? Hello. You know what? I'm going to have to talk to you another time. See, I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm not going to hang up in nobody's face. I ain't going to even send them off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm damn sure ain't going to make up a lie. But I am going to let your ass go. Okay? We're going to say bye. You know what I'm saying? It's enough. Because I got to preserve my space, because that can be something that I consume. Just like, okay, RJ, you like scary movies? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like
I'm not really a fan of scary movies, but I know where you're getting from. For your example, I'm going to say yes, so you can continue.
Okay, but see, I don't. Okay, it's just certain things that I have to process in doses. Okay, so me and Freddie Cougar ain't got along since I known he came out, because if I'm not mistaken, that's the one that mess with your sleep, and I would be up buck-eyed all night, just every little sound, just. And I ain't got to,
got time for that.
got time for that. So, I got to protect my space. Listen, we know what we can do and what we can't do. And if you're mad about something that someone told you, or you mad about something that that person's still doing that, or you let them, as my boy Sip would say all the time, that low frequency type people, that means, listen, it's not that you think you better. It's not that you even think that you're perfect, but I'm just not on the same frequency that you on, bro. I'm sorry, bro, as they say. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm like up here, you know what I'm saying? I'm all over there. I'm in the mountains, you know what I'm saying? I didn't climb, Mount Everest, you know what I'm saying? And you still just trying to, you at Chuck E. Cheese trying to figure out how you going to get out them balls. You know what I'm saying? I can't, you know what I mean? It's just two different playing fields, right? Now, Mitchell&Mitchell Super Spill, we talk about on the platform. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Kimmy Kim is good. I'm good on telling everybody and anybody that I will meet you where you at. But even when I meet you there, I'm gonna close that goddamn door as long as you fugazi and you start messing with my headspace. Can't allow it. Gotta protect what you preserve, right? And we need to preserve our mind space because that's what messes us up. Have you ever thought about you hear about so much like with news? I can't do news all day, every day. I can't. RJ, I can't do it, bro. I got to cut it off or I gotta watch it. I don't even like that it just randomly pop up on your phone. Like, yeah, so Junior Nichols or whatever, just crazy stuff. And you be like, man, then it just, and then I'm get to thinking, and then I'm like, man, it's so messed up. But you do want to know what's going on, right? But just learn how to control what you process, and then straight up don't be in denial about it. Like we can't deny. I don't know about. I mean, RJ, I know he can't. I can't either. Sip can't either. We can't deny that we black as hell. You know what I mean? That's what
Yes, we can't do that.
you know what I mean? We can talk, oh yeah, but no, I'm black as hell. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing I can do. So I'm gonna rep my BP every month. So I don't know about you, RJ. This is something I started. I do for the month of Black History Month. I wear black absolutely every day. I don't care what I wear with it, but black is on every day because we get 28. Sometimes we lucky and get that 29. But I'm gonna wear black every day because I'm repping us. There's a lot of things that our ancestors have been through. It's a lot of things, but just us BP people going through right now, that's still going on right now in this world, is absolutely sometimes heartbreaking and also just crazy to comprehend. And being a mother of sons and also being the president of my charity, which is BYM, Black Young Men, it is very, very something deep to me. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to being a black woman and then having black sons and having black brothers, having a black father, having a black uncle, you know what I'm saying? I feel that our brothers have a different outlook and a different things that they have dealing with than other race. It is what it is. That's just what it is. Breathing while black can be a damn ticket to your life, whether you gonna live or die. So I just wanted to hit just a tad bit. Like I said, the news can hit you and rock you and shake you. So when it comes to consuming, as well as, you know what I'm saying, dealing with in denial and seeing the red flags, such as this, I'm gonna go with, Tyree Nichols. It's very difficult for me to discuss, of course, and for different fans of the Mitchell Sip and Spoil shows today, wanted to hear what I gotta say. So this is it. I think I speak clearly for us when I say this. It's very, very dear to my heart. My prayers go out to his mom. I can imagine, like I said, I'm a mom of sons myself, and I just can't imagine, okay, the being able to sit there and see the video and everything that's all over social media that's going on, to see her son take, you know what I'm saying, endure that type of pain, you know what I'm saying, and just the ignorance of it all, to me, just pure ignorance of it all. And it's so many things that I know we all want to say, but it's us that did that. That's us. We did. And so, we say all lives, because all lives matter, right? Because there was the innocent young man just 3 blocks from his house trying to go home. He said it. He showed no resistance. About every video that was put out, there was literally no resistance. Except and I can't even say except, but the time that even when he ran is because we all would have ran. Because he was scared as hell. It was like this was like when he said, man, y'all doing too much. He wasn't lying. It was like, damn, what you mad for? Like, this ain't it. Like, whatever you mad for, what you doing there with me? I'm not resisting. Then you hollering out commands that I can't even physically do. I mean, how you going to tell me to turn over when I'm on my stomach? I'm already turned over. I mean, like, I don't know about y'all, but I think we've heard it from all different types of prestigious speakers and everybody's saying on all different types of platforms and podcasts. But you know, your girl Kimmy gonna keep it real, and I'm just gonna say I have to spill this when I say they need their ass whooped, man. For real, like really? I mean, that's just the truth. Y'all need y'all ass whooped. You know that old school black mama stitching cord whooping? That's what y'all need. But make sure it's wet. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. It's kind of that type of, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all was foul as hell. Like I can't comprehend. I can't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? I can't say it's nothing. That young man did absolutely nothing. So it's like, how you gonna even begin to say what you gonna say that he violated what? You know what I'm saying? That was senseless, ignorant.
You know what, Kimmy, about that situation? And I did some research on it. And what's really disturbing about that situation is to hear the news that the cop, the arresting officer, was the father of the young woman that was dating the man. And he sent the picture of him to her after the fact. Yeah, so it wasn't really about a traffic stop. It was a personal situation that other cops jumped in because I really don't know if they. I kind of know. I'm gonna say this. I can't speak for this situation personally, but I just feel like I know. I have friends as cops, and I know how cops roll. They kind of roll together, and if they're not going to get something drastic or whatever, they're going to have each other back first and foremost because it's a very dangerous job. So for the cops that's not on BS, that's really doing the job, that really have a passion for the people, the community. Everybody's not bad, but there are bad apples in a bunch. There's a lot of bad apples in a bunch, and it's a prime example. Just so it hurts us just deeply seeing this brother's doing this to another brother, and then to find out the backstory of this. The guy was, I guess, dating or sleeping. We worked at the same job. So the guy just moved from California and he worked at a some kind of job. I don't know if it's a FedEx or something, Amazon. FedEx. They worked at FedEx together. And I guess they was dating or messing around or whatever the case may be. Apparently the guy didn't like it. So he created this situation, this scenario.
Okay, do we know that cop name? We don't know which one it was.
Is it Demetrius or something?
It's a Desmond. It's a Desmond.
It started with a D, I think.
Okay, it's Desmond. That was the only in there.
He's the arresting officer. So it's the officer who initially called in for the reckless, quote unquote, reckless driving. And I feel like just for some rules, like if somebody's driving reckless, it's some crimes that's worth that. I seen people kill people in churches and get taken to Burger King, and so I don't think a reckless driving offense is worth all of that. So,
I mean, well, for whatever they reason, to me, at this point, it's like it takes away for whatever the reason you stopped him for, because it's all after you stopped him how you behave. They was on 10 when they opened up the door. They was on some get your A out the car already.
So was more. You seen the footage of it, right, Kimmy?
Right, absolutely. And they never de-escalated the situation.
So they all knew they all was on the garbage with them. That's
right. All of them. So, okay, so I want to go back a little bit because cops in my family, you know what I'm saying, who I love dearly. My cousin is a sheriff. And I respect and I love my brothers in blue. And I got some great, phenomenal friends that are cops that actually do their job and actually do care. And I would trust them with my life when I say that they are born to provide and protect. They got that. They know that. So everybody is not like that. White, black, Hispanic. I know them all. And I have to go on record and say, they're my guys. Like I love. And then something more importantly to me, you know, that a person I truly, truly love, you know, died in the line of duty. So with that said, I know that there's good people. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter what color you are. If you in that position to serve and protect, we need you to do just that, though. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't see no type of protection for Nichols at all. But what I did see, they was serving up him a serious ass whooping, though. You know. Whatever you was mad about, whatever, you brought that all, and he got all that on him. He took it all. You know, how you gonna laser him, okay, and handcuff him, you know, pretty much at the same time, and then baton whoop him. You know, it was just like, are you serious? No, how you gonna pepper spray him and laser him at the same time? I don't even think that's possible that you're supposed to even be doing it. I know damn well that's not a no rule, bro. That's the way you're supposed to be able to, you know, get anybody to do an act right. I mean, they were scaring a young man to death. I mean, it was so hard to watch. And that's why I have to say, and I can't say it enough, my heart truly goes out to his mom. I cannot imagine. And I wish it was something written in the bylaws, that it was just something where, you know, when it comes to the beat people, and we know that because, you know, other races probably haven't experienced that. It's a thing for us. The way we said, you know, the Bible said don't spare the rod. So, you know, we got our ass whooped. I mean, I'm just saying that's just how it worked. And I can't say I'm 100% against things like that, but certain people do. I get it. But if that was our upbringing, and that's what I know, that's just what it is. So ain't no trying to go back and change that. And I just feel like those, you know, those men that did that, to me, that was on some serious mindset, you know, and I mean, even one of them said, like, they hope they whoop his ass. Like, it was just like, it was like, so he just standing up, and then the one that just pull up on the video, jump out the car, run to Nichols, and then just straight kick him. I mean, that's the one that's just like, I want 2 to the head, 4 to the body type. You know what I mean? Like, really? Like, what was you on?
It sounds like it's funny because you don't want to. What I'm about to say, you never want to associate with the men in blue police officers, but that sounds like gang activity.
Right. So they were a special unit that kind of deal with high escalated issues. But it's like,
and his reckless driving was high escalated.
Right. So they already were. That was not an escalating. I get that when you know, your adrenaline you going off, but you save that for someone. It's just like to me, they were just big bullies. Bro, they was just all bullies to me. Because it's easy to whoop somebody's ass that can't fight back, right? Didn't that just happen to the other young lady that was in Mexico? She wasn't fighting back. And the girl was just tagging her. Well, wasn't she? You know what I mean? I was like, really? So I'm like, damn. And then somebody got the nerve in the background to say, can you at least fight back? What? That means that I don't have a fight within me. Then why are you doing what you're doing? Because there is zero resistance. And that's what Nichols was doing. He wasn't coming at them at all. I mean, it's a video shows that he slides down on the side. He literally slides down, bro, on the side of the police car. And the expression, his eyes is bucked. And he looked at him and it was just like, what y'all doing? And I felt that to me because I was like, in his mind, that's hard to process. Because it wasn't just one person. It wasn't just 2 person. It was 4. And then for everybody to just stood around and didn't say nothing. It was just like he was just, you know what I'm saying? Like he was just garbage, man. Like it was, you know? So I don't know what anybody that's going to try to get up on the stand and say it was not guilty. And then to me, some people say, did they not know that the cams was on? Yeah, they knew the cams was on. But you just got that power on you, you know, and people walk around with that. Like you get promoted to a certain position, all of a sudden, or you get so much come in some type of encounter with a certain person or a woman and you or money, and you feel like you got you know, you got this now. You in power. Listen, the power don't come from what you got, the material stuff. The power comes from within. And if you gotta be a bully to somebody to show that you got power, then that means you a useless individual in the first place. I don't know who in the hell ever gave you a badge. For real. You know what I'm saying? They was talking about one of them that actually beat an inmate. Okay. And he beat an inmate and he just kept passing it. And then somehow became a police officer after being a CO. So, I mean, I look at it like this, bro. It's a lot of things out here in all different types of different corporate world, different jobs. It's a lot of different things that are straight up crooked. I don't care what nobody say. You always gonna find somebody that's gonna I'm just gonna try that. I'm just gonna try that. But that was something that they did that you just cannot undo. And then we're really feeling it in the black community simply for the fact, not only because it's us, but what about what just happened in Minnesota with George Floyd? And we like, he couldn't breathe. So when Nichols got there, he was arrested, then he was taken and and was locked up. That's how he even went to the hospital. So I don't understand. This is my so they said when I guess the paramedics came or whatever, he said he couldn't breathe, and then they took him on to the hospital. But I mean, I don't understand those 3 or 5 to 6 minutes where he was just straight laying there. And y'all didn't think he was in any type of pain, he didn't need any type of assistance. You know what I mean? So to me, that was like it just seemed so unhuman to me. You know what I mean? It was like that was a human being. We can just take race completely out of it. That was a human being, and they just completely just treated him like he was not. Period. So for whatever way this is all gonna play out, you know, it will forever be endeared to me because the day he passed was my mother's birthday. We was in Florida getting it in, thanking God that my mama made 80, and to turn that on the news was just like wow, you know. So I cannot imagine. So we need to put more time into celebrating seriously the life that you have. I wear my heart on my sleeve when it comes to my boys because it's hard to me, to be in this world right now. You know what I'm saying? And just right out the gate, certain people will presume to think because you are a black person, not just a man, sometimes just even a black person, that you out to do something and demise to them. You know what I'm saying? So when we do stuff, people are like, oh, so you can't say that about us now because look what y'all did. It's not a race thing. I truly believe that children and are very young and they are taught. I think hate is taught. So if you can teach hate, you can teach love. Being kind, as I always say, is a true thing. It's not a cliche. You should be. And he just didn't get that. Nichols didn't get any type of respect or love whatsoever. But here on the Mitchell Sip and Spill show, our heart goes out to the Nichols family and his mom, his father, and everybody in his family. We definitely is praying for y'all for the strength to be able to endure for everything that you are about to in the loss of your son.
Yeah.
Definitely um, truly praying for that because those are basic. You get to that point and it's like really no words. You know what I mean? Really like no words. So with that said, I wanted to make sure I took time out to honor him, and I absolutely will. Always, and for every black, like I said, we got 28 days, 28 days. So there's a lot of history with us. A lot of people don't know, you know what I'm saying, about where a lot of things come from, the way we are. Like we laugh about it. They said things that you can see on different social media sites. Oh, this is what black people do, and why we, check the doors, and why when we can see one black person running, we all start running because we don't know what's going on. But that's us. I wouldn't want to be no other race. Absolutely. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? And you can put us anywhere, but that's us. That's what we do. Proud to be a beautiful black person. You know what I'm saying? Proud. Regardless of what. Everybody can be ignorant, no matter what race you are. So this is not to me a white black issue. That was a very ignorant issue. Those humans was ignorant, and it cost someone their life. So, and that's just pathetic. It really is. So we're gonna let them chips fall where they lay, you know, and that's in God's hands, but I'm quite sure He's gonna handle that very well. Very well. So we're talking about consuming. Now that is something that I would say, bro, that we consume. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard not to, you can say that could have been my brother, or that could have been my child, or that could have been my uncle. I mean, those are things that we absolutely relate to. But there are some things can be going on in our lives, and some people say, "So you're not gonna say nothing?" Like you just see that, like you walking down the street and you see a couple arguing. and the man just holler off and slap the hell out of his girlfriend or wife or whatever. And you want to jump in. But I have seen this with my very own eyes. That I've seen men be men and jump in, or another woman try to help. And then that woman that got slapped turn on you.
Yeah.
And so the question remains is, do you help or do you not? That's a hard one. That's a hard one to consume.
And
It really is. Because you just don't know.
You just don't know, but I would just say go off of your as a man, me, Kimmy, I could just speak for me as a man. I go off of my intuition, but
Okay.
I mean, it's just quite naturally to help somebody that's in a defenseless situation. So
Yep.
if it seemed like if a man's overpowering and doing something, it's like, hey, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I don't like being in nobody business, but when it gets to the point that whatever your behavior is going on, that it's including other people, or you getting other people looking at what's going on, and it's not between y'all, something ain't right, you know. And no woman needs to know their hand put on. But like you said, everything is situational. You don't know the dynamic of everything, you know what I'm saying? And then you could probably sometimes people get in their life took in or hurt
Right.
because they trying to look out for somebody who really don't want the help. You
As
never know.
yeah, that's true.
But it's kind of like, you know, I just think it's kind of like a gut feeling thing, you know, because you got to be careful of what you consume. You're absolutely right. The older I am, the older I get, I understand that more and more every day. So
Yes.
I try to, if it ain't like my kids, it's sad to be like that, but you got to protect your peace. You got
Yes.
to protect your mental sanity. You know what I'm saying? You got to protect all of that. So it's like, if it ain't, I got so much stress I can give. Because life is you're gonna be stressed. Something's gonna stress you out. Something's gonna grab your energy. Somebody's gonna because energy is kinetic. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta deal with that. So my wife normally might complain, she might go through that. Now I gotta still even protect that with her, but that's my wife. So it's a little different. I'm a little more open to her, but I can't deal with everybody else's negative or that kind of energy, you know, and it rubs off on you. You said next thing you know, you look up, you mad, and your
But no,
energy all off for no reason. And because you just sat there and you took that energy, and you
yeah,
got to be careful what you accept and taking in, especially you got kids, you got family, you married, you know, you understand. It's like that's a whole different ball game in itself. So
yeah,
anything outside of those things, you don't want to deal with your kids shit sometimes.
that's right.
That's,
That's why
that's,
I said you
that's
gotta be careful about what you consume.
You got to. Even with them, it's like I can't do it. You know, even with them, because even with your spouse, sometimes you got to be like,
Yep.
I need 30 with that because
Give you a pass. I'm gonna give you a pass because remember, most of your stress comes from the way you respond. Okay. Not the way life is, but if you adjust your attitude and all that extra stress will be gone. It's always about what we are truly responding to. So that's why I say be careful what you consume because that's what makes you respond in the first place. You ever had a conversation and you talking and you saying a whole bunch of stuff, but they hear you say one word that is a trigger for them, like you jealous. The first thing they say is, I ain't jealous. And then next they go on a whole rampage and start reacting to that one word. But you said a whole bunch of stuff before it even get to that. But they heard that one thing. That's their trigger, and that's it. So, but that's them responding and reacting. And we do a lot of reacting to stuff that there needs no reaction. What happened to Nichols required a reaction. What happened to George Floyd required a reaction. And for all our BP that's been dying unjustly is a reaction. Okay? It's something you cannot have. But preserving your space as well as your consumption of negativity and issues with no matter who they are. Some people, all you can say is, I'm yet praying for you, and you need to go pray, bro. That's all I really can say to you because some people don't want to hear nothing you got to say, whether it's a child, a spouse, a friend, or whatever. And I can't allow you to give that to me because then I'm walking around with what you're dealing with, and that's not even none of my issue.
Mm.
A lot of times, a lot of people are dealing with things that don't have nothing to do with them. Or more importantly, this is where they get real tricky. You're dealing with things that you can't control, nor can you change. Only person that you can control and change is you. And I always say this. It's definitely a Kimmy Kim Jim when I say you change your mindset, you change your life. The way we look at things, the way we deal with things is how our outcomes become. So if you believe it to be so that I'm smart, I'm intelligent, I got myself together, whatever you believe and you telling yourself that affirmation is power to yourself. Some people believe the wrong damn things about themselves, but they believe it to be, and that confidence can exude to other people.
Mm.
I I don't know where the hell she get that confidence from, but I gotta give it to her. That's what people would say, right? Well, I gotta give it to her because well, well, that's absolutely true. There is always, always be people in your life who treat you wrong, but you got to be sure to thank them for making you strong instead of looking like you want to get back or be vindictive because that's not going to change nothing. Most of the things that are happening in our world, bro, we cannot undo. They already happened, but certain people is acting like it's happening right damn it now. So you mean like something happened and you tell the story and you like, damn, did that just wow, that happened to you? Like, yeah, that was about 5 or 6 years ago. Oh, damn. I mean, I was straight reliving that like right now. It's happening right now. That means you still dealing with it. If you could talk about something and it's so strong to the point where it's like it's happening right now, then that means you have not healed from that at all. And I can tell you right now, I would never tell anybody that they're gonna completely heal from a loss of a spouse, a child, a friend, or even a pet. It's not something that you just got to get over with, but it gets easier day by day.
Yeah.
And that's the way you deal with it with your mindset. The loss of my father was the most craziest and most painful thing in my life, I can say. And I could talk about it just like it just happened a few minutes ago. But it absolutely is something that I deal with on a daily, but it has gotten easier. You know what I mean? And it's not so much people say it's easy because they ain't coming back. No, it's not. It's easier because I have to know that God know what He's talking about, and I don't. See, that's when you got to remove yourself out the way. We talk about different paths that we take, and people say, "You live your life. Do you have any regrets? Do you?" Well, listen. I don't know about you, RJ, but I don't want to ever feel like I regret anything because with every lesson there is a blessing. Now you got to find it. Some people overlook things; they don't want to see it. But I believe that God set us up to where we have different paths to take. We can choose Him. We can choose something else. We can choose someone else. But at the end of the day, He still gave you a path for you to make that choice. It's entirely up to you. However you want to be. If you say, I want to get my credit together, you say, I want to start me a new business, you say, I want to learn a new this and a new that. Only way any of that's going to happen, you actually got to what? You got to actually do it. You can talk about it all day, every day. Because I'm going to be a better husband. I'm going to be a better friend. I'm going to be a better daughter. I'm going to be a better wife. Whatever that better look like, you got to actually do that better thing. You got to start somewhere. Now, if you got somebody like you ain't, it's been 4, 5, 6 months, you still the same, or you go in your job and that coworker like you still dealing with that man. I don't know what you're gonna. You don't want to have that in your
Mm.
circle because you would never get to that next level because you're gonna constantly keep dealing with that, and it's very, very hard. I don't know if anybody ever tried this, and I hope you don't, but it's very, very hard to go with the car in reverse and to move forward. So in your mind, you cannot be selling yourself. You literally moving forward, but yet all your actions is going in reverse. And who can you blame? Or who can you even say that why things not working out? That's because your ass is in denial. It's all entirely up to you. Whatever you want to be, whatever you want to do, you can do it. But it starts with you changing the way you look at things. It starts with things that you cannot control nor you can't change. But you can do that within yourself. Stop looking to somebody else to make you 100% happy. You need to already be happy for someone to come in your life for you to even make them happier. It starts with you. It's just a lot of things that people walk around in relationships, and no matter what kind, romantic or non-romantic, having expectations of people to be there for them or do things for them. That where that come from? I ain't signed no damn contract. Or when do we ever have that type of conversation that if something happened, this is what I'm going to do? Most of the time, people, that don't happen. People be there for you because they simply, and people don't seem to understand this no more, but because they simply love you. It actually still exists, guys. Everybody don't want to be vulnerable. Nobody want to show their emotion, but there's really legit people that really love you just for you. They don't want nothing. They ain't asking for nothing, but they actually do care. And those are the ones that you sleep on. You got this damn status quo that you want everybody to look at and see you to be in this light and that light. And that person will make that look different for you. Well, then you losing out. Because that person will love you past your pain. You understand me? And through any type of shortcomings you got going on in your life, they will be there. Because God is still in the miracle working business, and he does that for everybody. So on the Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill show, we're going to be doing what I call a Kimmy Kim knowledge knockout. When you hear my boy call that, then I will knock it all the way out with my Kimmy Gems. And we want to do that because I want to empower everybody. Even though this is Wednesday, this is what we say is hump day. Okay? So if you're humping, I ain't mad at you. Do what you got to do. But at the same time, we want to encourage each and everybody that listen. This is the middle of the week and the remainder of the week. You can do and you can have whatever kind of week, whatever kind of month, whatever kind of hour, a minute you want to have. It's entirely up to you. You're not stuck in no kind of situation. You just might look at something, and if you say it to be hard or difficult, then that's what it's going to be. But if you say it to be easy, and I'm going to breeze right through it, then that's what it's going to be. You have the power to explore that. We have something that we also want to be doing is the Eddie Ed Empowerment. One thing I can say about my boy Sip, a.k.a. he says Eddie Ed, a.k.a. Sip, is that he always wants to empower everyone to be better. So we like to drop different things to do that, whether we're talking on a business level or starting businesses or just being in a business and learning different tools that you don't know. So every time that we do the Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill podcast, we will always drop them all the time because we definitely want to encourage that. So what's coming up on the Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill show? I can definitely tell you that we will have Eddie Ed, a.k.a. Sip himself, giving his very own interview about what's going on with him and where he's been. And that is something that's huge and major that we definitely want to bring out in the world. We also are going to be talking about it's Valentine's Day coming up next week. I mean, now, you know, my boy RJ put it out there and everybody and no draws day, you know, for Sweetest Day. And we told y'all just in 6 months, it's gonna be Valentine's Day. So listen, I don't know if she gonna take them off or not at all, bro. But I will tell you, you know, if you wanna get in the good graces, you might want to start taking the garbage out, even if it ain't no garbage in there, if you know what I mean.
All of that helps.
Absolutely. You want them to come off, I suggest you do what you got to do, making that all happen. Okay. Because RJ had it where, you know, it was an extended Sweetest Day. You know what I mean? No draws till Monday, you know?
Yeah. We're gonna make that thing a whole weekend thing this year coming up.
I mean, we know Sweetest Day is on, we know Valentine's Day is on a weekday. But I mean, if you know what I know, you know what I'm saying? If you know what I know and how it can happen, all you got to do, listen, I want to say this to my brothers because this is very important in the men of the world. You always the one that control the temperature. So if you want it hot and you want them off, then turn up the heat. You heard me. But if you be all cold and mediocre and be like whatever, however, they ain't coming off. They ain't going nowhere. Matter of fact, she gonna put something else on top of it.
She gonna add some extra shorts, huh?
You gonna be like, but damn, you got boy shorts on and some shorts. Yeah,
And jogging pants, sleep, sweating with a hoodie.
Yep, with a hoodie. You're like, I can't get no lingerie. I can now. Can I get the rent paid? Can I get you to come home? Can I get you to take the garbage? I mean, I'm just saying that's how it goes. So some men, I want to go ahead and talk about my brothers. They said this. They said, no, Kimmy, every woman don't deserve this and that. So listen, this is a time I love days. Okay, I think it should be every day, all day, however, or just because days. But for the sake of this World Valentine Day, this particular day, everybody celebrate. Where you're going and putting on your red, you're going to a dinner, and you got the flowers and the teddy bears, and you're doing all that. But the most important thing that I think I want everybody to take away from it is the fact that it's about love. And it's absolutely free. So that day, be kind. And it doesn't matter if you ain't got that kind of bread to be doing this and doing all that. But the sweetest things come from the heart.
Yes.
You can draw that bubble bath. You can give that foot massage. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? You can pop that popcorn. You can do a Netflix and just keep it real. You can have a butt naked experience. Listen, it's the Mitchell&Mitchell show. This is what we do. So I'm just saying, we want to encourage everybody to be doing all the love that they're supposed to be doing. And listen, for our single people that's not in a relationship, don't go sabotaging people that's in one now because your ass ain't in it. Don't do that now. Okay? Let them do what they do. Enjoy that because there's going to come a time that it can be you. So don't be that friend. Girl, he doing this and that just because you want her to come over and watch a movie with you because you won't be doing nothing. So single people, fall back, but enjoy you. And I know somebody going to be pulling out some little Rolodex. So look, somebody say, and as me and my boys say, RJ, we said, this still cuffing season.
It still is.
Now listen, I want to go ahead and say this because this is absolutely true. You take it however way y'all want to take it. But it's tax season too. So after them taxes go off, that cuffing season goes over, the Valentine's Day is over, they don't know,
Now, is it funny? I heard the roles reverse. Guys, that's what I heard. I heard for the Christmas and going to that, the guys be trying to get loose, but when tax season come out, then the women be trying to
I'm gonna break up with him because I think
the women be trying to you know what? I ain't like your attitude the last couple of months.
You know what?
Women getting hit.
Yeah,
they're getting too lovey-dovey around this time. Like you wasn't acting like that around Christmas, huh?
Like, I'm giving you my best stuff. She's like, no. I just remember what you did last week. I ain't even like how it was like you ain't even answer my text. Goodbye. Like, what? Yeah, because things hit different.
Keep your tax money, sis. Keep your tax money, okay?
Yeah, and don't go buying that PlayStation 5 and Xbox 7 and all that food.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm saying? Or buying that car or buying
Caprice.
5, 6, 7, 8 hundred shoes. You can eat these breezies, cheesies,
Oh, don't be trying to give him the whole tax money because he's gonna flip it. Like if you ain't seen him flip his money, don't you give him your money to flip.
That's right.
Right.
Why should you be making your money flip to somebody else's hands? I mean, that's a whole different thing. But I want to go ahead and drop it, bruh. Let me go ahead and give y'all this knowledge knockout. Okay. Go ahead. Do we got a knockout thing on our we got a
knockout thing?
Knockout. We want to just say this is what it is. Yes, Lord, I am sipping in the distance.
We didn't have anything. We didn't have a knockout thing. I didn't have that.
So with that said, we'll be coming with that. But I do want to say this. This is something that I want to share with my people. Growing up, a lot of us didn't know how if you had this in your life, it's a blessing and good for you. For those who don't and had to get grown and learn about it, such as myself, which is learning how to be financially set and how to spend money, how to save money. One of the jewels that I want to share with everybody that comes with January and February and also getting taxes is that this is a great time to pull your credit report. Okay? This is a great time. So I'm going to do the Eddie Ed empowerment when I say this is a great time One of the things that I love about my best friend Sip is that we kind of throw each other back and forth and hold each other accountable for things to make our lives better. And one of the things that I can say that when I have some knowledge and I learn something, he has something, we kind of share with each other. Say, did you know this? Check this out. Read this. What? Get this article. Look at this. Well, currently, recently, I learned something that I want to share with you all. And that is, some people say, I know what to do, I know how to do. But actually, a lot of times, persistence is what really make your score be different. Because listen, credit is not nothing if you don't have nothing to leverage with. So your credit is simply about leveraging. You need to have enough of it to be able to get what you want to get. And the most important thing you want to do is spend other people's money, not yours. So I would advise you to pull your credit reports and see exactly what's on them because it happens on a consistent basis where people just don't have the knowledge to be able to fight what's on there. And you gotta be persistent, people. You gotta be persistent. Just like when you holding it and you gotta use the bathroom, and then when you finally use, you be like, that's how it's gonna be when you get yourself together. I don't care what your score is. Don't allow that to deter you from actually getting better. A millionaire has once lost all his money. A rich man, he was completely rich. He lost every last dime. But he spent 1 year and he got it all back together. But not only did he get his million back, but he became even more of a millionaire. He became a billion. You know why? Because persistence is the key to changing anything. So I always ask this question: how hungry are you? Are you just hungry and you just want something to eat? So I can pet you and say, yeah, I'm gonna get my credit together. Or are you starving? Okay, I need this to happen ASAP. You so damn hungry that you willing to eat everything. Well, I hope that's how you are about your credit because it's important for whatever you want to do. Okay, and teach that to your children how to manage their money, how to save their money, and most importantly, how to spend other people's money. OPM, that's the key to making anything happen in your life. It is worth it. So pick up that book, okay? Pick up that book, attend that class. It is easy, but it won't last, guys, unless you're persistent. And you need to be consistent with checking every month, sometimes daily, weekly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to drop any names on anything because they ain't paid Mitchell Sip and Spill a damn dime to say it. But I will say that it is worth it to actually make sure that you are checking it. And annual credit report is absolutely free. That is for everybody. Anybody can do it. And then do that. And then if you want to dispute anything, make sure you're freezing everything so nobody can just keep pulling opt out. And don't let nobody keep able to just pull your stuff while you're getting yourself together. And it's the same thing as I was talking about consuming when I said consuming things. As a consumer, you have the right. You have the absolute right to know what's on your report and who's reporting. And don't admit to nothing. What you need to do is say, I need validation that this is me. And the reason why they get away with it for so long, guys, is because they're not challenged. And that's it. You need to check the validity of everything in your life, too. You can look up at that person and go, I don't, if you got to look at them and be like, I don't really, are you really benefiting? It's the hell I'm getting out of inventory checks, as I always say.
Yes.
For real. You got to be like, okay, wait a minute, what worked? Don't work no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to need to tweak this here. Even a car, it needs a tune up, right? Same thing in your life. The beginning of 2023, people have these resolutions, you have these goals, there's different things from losing weight to start a business to upgrading yourself, all that. But listen, make sure you know what truly is an asset and what truly is a liability. And I just want to go on record, and that is us Black people, we love to look good. That's our thing. We want to look good, and we do. But it don't take a lot to do it. And I'm just saying, it don't. If you know that you're trying to up your game in your business, that's where you want to put your change in. That $200 and $300 you might spend it on clothes and different things like that is not an asset, people. That is, you got to know what you're doing. Are you doing it for clout and a like? You know what I mean? Because that's all you're going to get, a compliment. No, I'll take cash, please. You heard me? For real. I'll take cash. You know what I'm saying? Some people say, you know, I think jewelry is beautiful. But I promise to God, if you step to me and you tell me you just bought me a building all day, every day, it's going down. You understand me? Because that is an asset. So I just want to drop that Kimmy Kim knockout of knowledge. So when I get it, I'm gonna share it with you as always. And on the Mitchell and Mitchell Sip and Spill show, we will be back again on Wednesday nights as well as Saturday nights, dropping y'all the Eddie Edible Empowerments, the Gym Motivation Mondays, the music with my boy RJ. That's what we're here for. And we back in the building. So you can check us out on the Mitchell and Mitchell Sip and Spill YouTube page. Of course, we got our own Sip and Spill group. So drop your feedback. Say what you feel. Tell us what you want to talk about. And more importantly, we're here for it. Check us out on Anchor, our podcast, and Spotify. Yes. All you got to do is just say you want to see the Mitchell and Mitchell Sip and Spill. You'll see the two glasses and one spilling. And that's us. Listen, we'll be back again. We, as my boy will always say, I'm going to let RJ let Sip close us out.
He gonna close us out?
He's gonna close us out, as always.
Hey, y'all guys, we like you, we love you, we'll want more of you. And listen, it's been real, it's been fun. And every time we do our show, every time we get together, every time we fucks with y'all, it's always, don't ever get it twisted. It's always motherfucking fun. Holla back at your peoples.